I feel like Queen of Pain's third item will be some kind of lockdown / real damage.
Well, a very good draft from Keen Gaming, I think, and it's going to be a tough one. But Mineski certainly not out of it by any stretch of the imagination, and we're getting ready to hop into this game number 1 of the final series of today for this stream at the very least.
Yo, it's old 11 tied as well.
Hey-o.
He's up there for me with Ice on this hero.
Maybe on the hero, but young 11 as a player, it's really hard to hit or miss one of the...
He has no cares. Yes, he's hit or miss, but he just runs into your lane over and over again. Doesn't care if he dies, he just gets in your face.
Depends which young 11 decides to show up in this game.
Well, it's the old 11 this time.
Yeah.
So maybe he's older and wiser than young 11. Oh. Hello. Blink level 1?
Bye. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Huh?
He just wants to be able to,
Yeah?
get blink away from static link.
Well, and getting the ward down early too is nice. KP sitting together with Febby. Throw an Iron Shell on a fella. Get up an old chicken's face. And Dark is just going to play interference meantime.
So Disruptor, a hero that doesn't often do well against aggressive lanes, can actually do pretty decently against Darkseer lanes, because you can just pop it on the Darkseer, or you can shove it onto the Iron Shell creep while the AM clears through it as well.
Oh, Ninja Boogie not quick enough there. And so Mineski only going to pick up 1 for themselves. And in the meantime, the question is, again, like, what is Febby going to be able to do in this lane? How much pressure can they really get?
It depends if they cut the wave or not. How they dive under the tower, if they're able to at all.
Right.
Because very often what we used to see was that Darkseer Earth Spirit would actually go in for the first creep wave between tier 1, tier 2 to kill the creep wave and then dive under it. But knowing that there's 3 heroes down here from Keen, they've very wisely decided to not mess around.
Yeah, and the top lane is already pushing in Tidehunter's favor. So all good, he's gonna get the XP anyway, and the bottom lane is not gonna do great. You can see Darkseer already running out of mana, and they basically didn't achieve anything.
Febby's got nothing to do in this lane as well. I think, honestly, he has to tango, have KP give him an Iron Shell and TP top. But like you're saying, KP has no mana whatsoever. Double Stout Shield, yes, but no mangoes, no clarities to play around with.
This is useless. He needs to fall back to jungle because this is not working out.
Yeah, this is not going to help. And, well,
Febby's dead.
Yeah, that's a dead Febby. First blood drawn by the Disruptor, and now, I mean...
See, this is the AM lane, right? Darkseer historically just does very poorly against Anti-Mage.
He doesn't have clarities, he doesn't have anything. Yeah, he's having to walk all the way back to Fountain. Okay, well, bottom lane is lost. Now they need to switch up. And mid lane, Moon going against the Razor, also 7-2 versus 10-1. Razor was also able to get that first Observer Ward taken away.
And 8 damage stolen.
Hey-o.
Monumental amount of damage. I think all 3 lanes are like a win in Keen's book, honestly. Bottom lane, heavy win. Mid lane, winning. And top lane, the fact that 11 is close to cracking level 3, putting pressure on the Morphling and farming decently. 8 CS for the Tide in this top spot.
Yeah, he's playing against Winter Wyvern, so...
Level 2 Kraken Shell, like...
he can't really harass him. Every single time there's an Arctic burn, he can try to do stuff, but other than that, it's not extremely effective. Morphling getting closer to level 3, but 11, he still has a flask to work with.
Yeah. So what's that, 44 damage on Wyvern? What's Kraken Shell block at level 2? Is it 30? 24.
Yeah, he's not going to be doing that much at all. It's pretty much Arctic burn or bust. Some kind of decent damage there on Akaka, but again, KP left with not really that much at all. They find the kill onto Febby, and they will take down Kaka, but it's coming at a cost of being completely out of mana and being chased out of lane by Old Chicken.
Yeah. They can't lane here. They can just try to soak up some XP. Earth Spirit needs to move to a different lane, try to grab a kill on top, maybe even put the pressure on the mid lane because bottom lane is lost. There's no reason for him to actually be at the bottom lane.
It's a global disaster for Mineski, to be perfectly honest.
There is at least this creep wave that's going to be sticking around here for KP to get a little something for himself. But the pull comes out, and yeah, he's going to head back now.
And now AM has Ring of Health. He doesn't need the 2 supports down here. So Dark can stack, pull, reset equilibrium. Old Chicken can pull into the creep wave himself as well. While you have the Lion roaming around and looking for openings, maybe even just saving... What's happened there? Oh, AM in the camp.
A little bit of a chase down here from Mr. Dark. Throws down the kinetic field in front of himself. Febby still chasing. Does have the roll again if he wants to use it. And Dark does the little sidestep. It's okay.
Drops the shoulder, says goodbye.
Sure nobody saw. You know, one nice thing that's going on in this game, at least, is Mineski Ajit is very, very farmed. 20 and 11 right now on that Morph lane.
What's the mid-game matchup between Morph and AM like nowadays? Because with the old Morphling, it used to be Morphling favored, right?
Well, I still think Morphling has an upper hand, especially if he turns into anti-mage and just... depends who he's playing with, who makes a first move, if they put him in a static storm or not. It's also a tough Morphling game.
Yeah, that's true. The amount of control that Keen have.
Yeah.
Like AM, once he has, you know, Blink, Battle Fury Manta, sorry, a Battle Fury Manta, he can just jump the Morphling inside stack storm, Morphling dies.
Febby goes down again.
Yeah, Febby has not had a game so far.
That's the thing that's crazy, as Scriff points out, no Glimpse even skilled yet. It's just been all off the back of Thunder Strikes and Kinetic Fields. So Mineski will pick up, looks like 2 of the runes. And roll in, find themselves initiation onto 11. Kaka trying to play interference, but Ajit is eventually going to chase him down. So something going good up in this top lane yet again for Mineski as they find themselves 2 kills.
Yeah, they should have done that way earlier. They could have grabbed a few more kills on this Tidehunter. He's alone. Morphling deals a ton of damage every single time there's a Winter Wyvern, Arctic Burn up, plus a roll from Earth Spirit. It's a guaranteed kill.
But really, it's just this problem that's going to come back again and again is Old Chicken farming away in this bottom lane. Ring of Health done, has a Wraith Band, and 700 gold on top of it. He is going to have a pretty good timing on that Battle Fury. And, well, KP going to try and surge away. No level 6 yet on Old Chicken, so can't find the kill.
Important that they stop him refilling his bottle, though. Now he's completely out of mana. Regen Rune would have been huge for the Dark Seer as well.
Yeah.
So a nice little collapse there from Razor and AM to shut KP out of the bottom rune. Also gives Disruptor a bit of time in the mid lane to get some experience. Just a tiny little bit of time.
Yeah. Heads back level 6 on Moon now for the Queen of Pain. But as far as like rotation she could make, it's probably just off the back of if somebody dives a lane. They will slow down Old 11 again. Roll forward, find the stun. Kraken Shell takes it off. And Old 11 still sitting on 10 stick charges. Is going to try and live through this one, and looks like he will just get away.
So the previous time he died, he had 8 stick charges and purposefully didn't use them because he knew likely he was going to die regardless. So he had 10 stick charges now to pop to keep himself alive and fall back into the jungle. All about the little things.
Get the big brain on Old 11.
Look at him.
But yeah, top net worth right now by 1,000 gold is Old Chicken, who has the Perseverance done, is going to try and finish off Treads.
Yeah, he has enough mana sustain and the HP, so he can spam the blink if necessary to go to the side camp, farm those, and go back to the lane. Also, Queen of Pain with interesting build, Shadow Strike, 3 points in it.
So with Mineski, they've got Queen of Pain and Earth Spirit, who are going to start coming online reasonably soon, but Darkseer, Morphling, Wyvern, they take some time, like quite some time. And they're all pretty reactive heroes. They're good at defending towers, playing off the back of your opponents, maybe being a little too overeager or too aggressive. But I don't feel like Mineski particularly have good ways of contesting enemy jungle to find the anti-mage, for instance.
And is that something that they kind of have to do, or do you think that Morphling is going to be okay, like playing against a farmed AM?
I think, like Lacoste was saying, is the fact that it's an anti-mage with a Lion and a Disruptor.
Right.
So you've got the Static Storm, the Hex. If they get the jump on the Morphling, there is no chance whatsoever of survival. There's a chance. There's a Winter's Curse, but...
Yeah.
I mean, Queen of Pain and Earth Spirit can try to track down Anti-Mage.
It has to be those two, though.
Ajit again. Trying to deal with old 11 there. They keep on the slow whittle path as Moon finds the kill onto Dark, and Febby trying to TP out of there. Looks like he will be able to make it, but Moon popping that haste rune, has blink off cooldown in 2 seconds. Trying to find this kill, has the Sonic Wave available. It's Danger Town looking for that opening. Moon gets the drone away and is gonna live.
Yeah, Razor's not going for Road of Atos build. Hood, first item against all the magical damage that Mineski has.
Huh.
It's fine. I would prefer to have Road of Atos into Hood.
Interesting. I actually thought he was going to go for the Tranquils build on Razor that we've seen quite prominent recently. Had it queued up. Changes his mind.
Smoke up, Ninja Boogie, and Queen of Pain wanting to make something happen with that ulti. It's not been used as of yet.
That's a dire scan. They're going to plant a ward where both Tidehunter and the Anti-Mage love to farm.
Oh, Razor. They didn't hit the Splinter Blast afterwards. Moon not revealing himself, but now does, and tries to chase. This is kind of a scary place to fight, though. I guess they just want to zone him out of the lane so they can take the tower, but there's not really tower-taking potential there either. Old Chicken gets the wall dropped on him. They immediately take it off, so they will secure the bounty runes on the side of Mineski, up top lane at least.
Yeah, with old 11 coming in, it was a pretty difficult fight to take top, but it is just about securing bounty runes for them. Because he has a hood of his own, multi-hood.
Yeah, we didn't see too many clashes, so both of the, actually 4 of them, all of the supports are kind of under-leveled. Disruptor taking some XP on the mid lane, both position 4s bought the Tome to get themselves to level 6. That's not going to help Earth Spirit to reach level 6 because he's only level 3.
Have Glimpse available, pull back in Ninja Boogie. It's not quite on the mark there, and Dark is just going to retreat as Morphling TP's in. Still all space for this Anti-Mage to farm. He's pulling the creep wave over to the hard camp, finishing it off before it respawns again, then pressuring out the lane. Old Chicken getting everything that he wants in this game.
I don't think that's where your Morphling wants to be, you know, TPing reactively into the mid lane, not somewhere that he can nicely transition from shoving out lane to farming jungle like the AM is doing, you just mentioned. Morphling kind of wants to be in a position where he can just farm away freely.
The most pressure that Old Chicken had on him was when that wall dropped on him by the bounty rune and he just walked away from it. Like, he just had a completely free game.
The Lion mana drained the illusion.
Right? It's like, yeah, this is a tough one. And we've seen what can happen when AM just gets a completely free game.
It also gives room for the Disruptor to try and hit 6 mid. Old 11 top lane, pretty casually just shoving into the tier 1, coming back to farm the large camp easily. This is the thing, like Morphling, yeah, he's mid lane, he gets a wave of creeps, but he's back into danger.
Oh, and he used the waveform underneath the tower. They have it available. They're going to turn for the Hex. They find the finger, find the kill. It just can't happen. You can't allow that from Dark. They will lose Old Chicken at the same time, so both of the carries end up going down.
Just level 1 silence.
Interested.
Did AM blink forward?
He must have. Oh, maybe not.
Or they just burned his mana. No, he had the 190 mana left. He probably blinked in aggressively.
Yeah, he must have blinked on the darks, yeah.
Well, they made it work.
Huh.
Well done. So both carries getting a little bit out of position there. And the roll forward, they find themselves this Lion, drop down the Static Storm in turn though, and now Febby's stuck in here. Old Chicken moves into position, will find himself a target and gonna be able to find the Hex onto the Satyr Tormentor, and all right, needs a Shockwave, needs a punch afterwards. Where's the micro abilities? They're chasing him down, does still have the Shockwave, but doesn't throw it out. Instead, it's a kill onto Febby. So Kaka lives. Okay.
Had a tango to work with. Magic Wand charges and Tranquil Boots, so he started regioning up.
Where you going, little buddy? Where are you going, little buddy?
I don't know. He got another creep, didn't he?
really didn't want to give the 200 gold to the Radiant team, I guess.
Yeah.
Fair enough. 15 agi.
He's got a new friend now. Look at this guy. Oh, that's what he wants. He wants the slowdown so he can burn him with the ion shell. Roll in. Find the catch with the stun. There's the silence afterwards. Old Chicken gets the blink out. He's living through it. Didn't get the Shadow Strike on him. And he's just going to be able to walk away from this one, I think. Has a blink back off cooldown in 1 second. Jumps. Old Chicken gets away again.
Still doesn't have TP, though.
He has the Orb of Venom tick on him. They're still hiding off to the side. He's in the trees. Old Chicken keeps the run away. Oh, able to bait it out. Good play by Ajit there to fake it.
Well done.
I mean, you still have time. He should not prematurely cast it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or the adaptive strike?
Yeah, no, the counter spell.
Oh, the counter spell, yeah.
Like you can
just
just
wait for the projectile in the air. Yep. Panic play.
This setbacks anti-mage so much. 2 nice ganks from Mineski, delaying that Battle Fury timing. It's still gonna be a good timing, but they killed him twice.
He could have had it now, basically.
And both of the kills that happened on him were, well, I mean, again, big gank that came down and a little bit of a flub there at the end with the counter spell, but then the other one was blinking aggressively on the Darkseer, so it's like, just getting a little bit too big for his britches.
Kaka. Yep. He wants Ajit so bad, but Ajit's sitting like 1100 HP, very, very wisely. Not farming on 400 HP.
Yeah, he might have seen the Invis get picked up too. There is a observer ward right
Why
up at the top of that.
Why is this Morphling so noob, not farming on 400 HP?
Inefficient.
Oh, but they do find him now and gets the strength off, but does not have a whole lot of mana. Moon also sticking around this area, has a pretty big mana pool, but it's slowly being burned down, and KP shows up as well. Anti-Mage realizes, I need to leave.
Mineski doing really well at grouping up and playing reactively to these maneuvers. Every time in the past 3-4 minutes that Keen have made a play, there's been 3 heroes in response.
Moon. Drops down the Static Storm, pulls him back in. Silence is there that comes out and gonna drop the Ravage on the Queen of Pain's head. Get the kill.
That's fine. They used 2 ultis to kill Queen of Pain, but the Ravage was not even used for 15 minutes so far, so it doesn't matter that much considering the fact that the Keen Gaming, they do not want to take any team fights.
Finding old 11 there. Slowed down. Wall is going to be dropped. The slow connects. And Tidehunter, well, still living through this, actually. The Ion Shell, though, is going to be enough.
So damn tanky.
That's going to be a free tier 1 tower for Mineski. There's no Ravage, no Static Storm. There's no way Keen Gaming can actually contest it.
This Helm of the Dominator from KP has really flipped the script here. Since he's had the Helm, Mineski have actually been able to play reasonably aggressively. Immediate smoke up towards top. Kaka showing himself about halfway towards Blink.
Yep. Old Chicken, having had that Battle Fury for a little bit, is starting to build towards the Yasha now. We'll see if they find him. 4 heroes up in the top lane, but there is the Lion to play interference if things get a little bit dicey. And in fact, he is just looking to TP out of there. Old Chicken leaves the way, and well, Mineski are getting set up to push down this top lane. Take the tier 1.
Razor has a full pipe finished, but they do not want to take a fight right now, so I'm not sure why he actually upgraded it, because that's going to slow him down a bit, his farming potential.
Oh, over by the shrine. Large rotation in, but they get him out of there, so yeah. Looks like old 11 is fine. They did get that kill on the Lion. The glimpse back, pulling in this Morph lane. Ajit switches over to the Razor form now. He's going to steal away the other damage. And it looks like they're going to stop.
66 to 42. I think the pipe is just a response to knowing that Mineski have to play hyper-aggressively. Like, you know that they're going to start running at you. The Earth Spirit's going to be hunting, looking for your AM, and you're going to have to fight as 4 around your shrines.
Yeah, but there's some miscommunication. Tidehunter already has Hood of Defiance.
Yeah.
So he could be the one upgrading his, but right now he's building towards Guardian Greaves first.
Okay.
Double pipe time.
All right. Keen Gaming looking to make use of that finger. Oh, they see the blink in from Moon. They're going to glimpse him back, see that he's up there on the high ground, drop the static storm. Man, good play coming there from the Disruptor, but the interruption comes out. They're all taunted. They're catching now onto their own Razor. The Sonic Wave to catch onto all 5, but isn't enough. The Ravage now turns it back around, but is switching over to Strength Form for Ajit. That means he lives through it. And one more punch from the tower, as well as the Scream, connects to kill off that Razor. Another glimpse to try and escape, but there's no escape. It was a buyback from the Queen of Pain, but they kill off 3.
The question is, can they get something out of it? Roche with the Hellbear Smasher. They have lifesteal on Morphling.
Oh, good body blocks coming in here as well. I mean, they're maybe going to get another kill for it, but Old 11 is really hard to take down as they're body blocking all the way to the fountain, and they do eventually kill off that man. But yeah, that buys enough time where now they probably aren't going to get an objective, and KP needs to get out of there as he doesn't have any mana at all, looking for the Mana Void. They pull him back in again. Old Chicken just walking all around this area. Now moving closer into position. The silence comes from that Earth Spirit. Ajit switches over to the side. A good Mana Void, but it's not enough to find the kill. He hasn't thrown out a right click yet. He does finally find it, and Febby gonna be able to get the roll TP away as he does end up going down.
So it all starts with a Keen game. Oh, it's not even done yet.
I mean, this battle keeps on going. It's the one that never ends. Bakaka is gonna also hit the deck. Now Old Chicken shows back up, wants to find Moon, instead turns on a Ninja Boogie, who is gonna switch over. Cold Embrace, but does all for naught.
Yo, Razor, get away from my kill.
So it all starts with Keen playing blind into the high ground near that Northern Dire Shrine, right? Close to the tier 1 mid. They get the glimpse, it looks good, they get the static storm, and then they have to chain all of their ultis just to try and get a kill on Quap because of the Winter's Curse. Ninja Boogie in the right place, right time, able to keep them in it. And then it's just a long chase all the way through to mid tier 3 where they get the kill on the Tide. And Mineski stick around just a little bit too long, but they get what they needed. They get their cores in, get some kills, and they get their cores out safely.
They did use the buyback on the Quap, which I think is hurting her a little bit at this point. Now 500 gold behind the Razor, but I guess it's not the end of the world because they were able to find some stuff afterwards.
Veil into Orchid for Moon.
All right.
Yeah, because there's no Road of Aethos on that Razor, it allows her to play more aggressive with her items, and Orchid timing will be pretty much the same as Anti-Mage's Mantis style, so it's not going to be that effective, but he needs to be careful about like double silence from Earth Spirit and Orchid.
Winter's Curse is back up, so it might be time to battle as they wrap around on these 2 supports. And yep, they will find Dark, and now Kaka also going to drop a double kill there for Ajit.
It isn't really where they want to be fighting. They do have a catapult wave coming to tier 2, which is handy, but it's not Roshan, it's not top tier 1, top tier 2. An objective is an objective here for Mineski, though.
Oh, and they actually pushed in mid a little bit, though, so they could get set up there if they want to afterwards.
A little Mud Golem with the Ion Shell, doing good work.
And then Razor's like, never mind.
JK.
TP top? Who is it?
Anti-Mage.
No, there's no way you catch that guy. Just have that Mantis style done now. So this is where that farm level starts to increase quite significantly, and Moon doesn't even have the Orchid finished yet. He already has the answer for it. So 11 to 16?
Lots of TPs down to the bottom shrine from the Radiant as well. Looks like they're just trying to de-ward their jungle, get rid of any vision that Mineski have.
There are some item builds that I'll praise, there are some that I'll flame. Razor, Pipe of Insight, the Bracer of Wraith Band, and has BKB queued up.
Yeah, like where's his null? If you're going to buy a Bracer and a Wraith Band, you have to buy a null.
And I like the build on Morphling though this game. SNY for some status resistance, Morbid Mass, so he can farm up and upgrade that later into Satanic, and he can mana fight Anti-Mage and the Razor. Now has a Dragonlance finished.
Is there still the little glitch where you can Dragonlance push an enemy and get out of kinetic field? I know that used to be a thing, that you could, if you Dragonlanced, or if you Hurricane Piked an enemy, like the pushback would get you out of kinetic field.
I don't think
it should not happen.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. Dota 2 works in
mysterious ways.
Real mysterious ways sometimes.
I know it used to work, and then there was like a couple Reddit threads about it, and it might have gotten patched, but for a little while. It was like that.
I mean, there was Wind Ranger used to be able to literally walk through it.
Right.
With Focus Fire and Wind Run on, because if you're facing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if they fixed that.
Smoke breaks, no kills found. Febby revealed. They do have Glimpse available where one kill turns into many more, but they could be all set up now. Vacuum wall only on Disruptor. That's not what you want to have happen, but Febby's still living through this one, and counter initiation play comes out. 11 is going to drop the Ravage. KP completely out of mana, and now Antimate shows up as well. Just eliminates the Darkseer.
Wham.
Yeah, that'll happen.
They bought back. They can actually try to take a fight in Roche Pit because they know there's no Ravage, nor no Mana Void, no Finger. They used every single ultimate.
Can they force the Roche themselves, though?
They should try, yeah.
They've got lifesteal on the Morphling. They're not buying back on Darkseer.
And also Razor using a BKB and Pipe at the same time is not the greatest thing. He was not also threatened by anything, so no point of using BKB that early.
Everything really is on the back of this Anti-Mage right now, right? Old Chicken heading towards Eye of Skadi.
It does kind of feel like the way Keen Gaming are approaching this is like, we're just going to let the AM carry us, and then these other heroes are there to make sure we don't lose the game right now.
Yeah.
Like, we're in the middle of a fight, pop everything. Just make sure we don't die. Make sure we don't lose too many heroes. Like, get Old Chicken farmed. But, oh, Blink on Lion done. Almost level 12.
If he can play off the Anti-Mage and actually find the Darkseer in team fights, that's huge. If they can double blink DS, get the control, and Mana Void him down.
11 gets the bounty rune.
3 bounties for Keen again.
25-minute mark. The AM's farm is starting to rise, and he's getting closer towards a Scotty now. More survivability.
He just wants to tank up with the Eye of Skadi. It also gives him like a budget basher build and slows them down. Razor.
Big turnaround coming here, KP. He's got the vacuum afterwards if they want it, but it's going to be a roll through coming from Febby as well. They find Kaka, also going to get Dark, so the 2 supports will die.
Now it's Roche time.
This is big for Mineski.
How long until Ravage?
15 seconds.
Yeah, still a spooky prospect. And now Moon has shown top. Haste Rune is there.
And this is where, like, maybe you blink on him with a Lucky Bash or something here or there. It could be pretty solid.
Oh, there's a Lucky Bash.
Slow it down a little bit. Old Chicken up on the high ground. Spots one. Hello, Ninja Boogie. Be a little bit careful. But yeah, I guess that's the thing is, like, whenever I see this Scotty build, I always just think, like, what if that was an Abyssal Blade eventually, right?
Especially against Morphling, the insta-stun is really handy.
Yeah.
I still can't believe this mid-tier 1 is still alive. How many attempts have Keen had to try and bring down that tower?
More than a few.
There we go.
Come on.
And 11.
Come on.
Thwack. BKB Morphling. That's a team fight winning item.
They have a Vlad's on Tidehunter.
Oh, the courier's coming, but it's coming a little bit too slow, so they don't have that BKB on the Morph yet.
Oh, that's Greaves for Darkseer arriving as well. This is huge for Mineski. This is their
gotta
fight.
make sure they have it. They're looking for that opening now. Vacuum only pulls back into one. I'm not sure if that's good enough. They see all of the vision though.
Just go Ravage 11. Just run at them and Ravage. Run at them and Ravage.
He again wants to make it happen. Ravage only connects onto one. Roche is still alive. This is huge for them if they can find this kill. Moon jumps in the middle of all of them. Doesn't have a defensive item in the least bit though, and he just dies.
Yeah. As you get the Darkseer and the fight's over. All Old 11 has to do there is literally run into them and Ravage. And now Morphling is scrambling, looking for any kills he possibly can, but he's alone, high and dry. He's going to blink out, waveform away, but he's running out of maneuverability. Just finish Roshan.
Good usage of Ravage there. You called it, Gary. He goes out of the Roche Pit and just uses it so they can't approach.
As you can see, like the stutter step, Moon has to wait until Ravage is done. The tentacles have gone for him to blink past. Morphling can't move forward. And you don't want to BKB early just because of Ravage. You want to be using that BKB when the Static Storm comes up. So everything gets delayed by a good 2-3 seconds. Mineski get halted.
The best one-man Ravage I've ever seen.
Yep. It's these situations where, you know, from from certain perspectives, they look... You know, I believe Twitch chat is probably going, why the hell did he ravage? Just the dogs here.
But it's all the... I mean, this is the thing, right? Like, you talked about how good this guy is on Tidehunter, understanding what his hero needs to do. And in that instance, it was just literally walking them a ravage, like you said. And it got them Roche. And now the Vacuum tries to pull up on high ground, but now KP in a lot of trouble. The Hex comes out as well. Old Chicken trying to take down Ninja Boogie will make him explode. But Old 11 getting healed back up. The mechanism, one more punch. It's not going to be enough. And the BKB is going to wear off in a second for this Morph lane as well. And the Static Storm is already down, catching out this Morph. The Impale comes through as well as they're going to take down Ajit. A double kill for Old Chicken, and Barracks are theirs.
Dead for 50. No buyback? At all? He finished BKB, right?
980 gold away.
And they took a fight without the Ravage, without a Eye of the Storm. Also no Lion Finger, now it's up.
Big moments. An Old Chicken chases forward, finds themselves an opening, and Finger comes out to get the kill. Like you said, Lacoste abilities coming back up again, and, well, Sonic Wave connects onto 4, but it's not the one that matters, and they're now going to get a pretty good Winter's Curse as well, but Dark lives through it all regardless. And Old Chicken is going to stream forward, find that kill onto Febby, a triple kill for this Anti-Mage.
Yeah, the AM is ready, guys.
This is what we always said could happen. Anti-Mage, get farm, Anti-Mage, win game.
And he's got the full support heroes to back him up. The Pipe BKB Razor.
They do not have a tier 1 tower taken in the bottom lane, but with both sets of barracks here, it's feeling like it's Mineski's game to lose if they just play it out normally.
And they still have Aegis for like 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, almost 3 minutes, 2 and 40 seconds. Anti-Mage will have almost a full butterfly for the next fight. We'll actually have it.
Oh, they're catching Moon. Low mana. AM's got it. AM's got it. She's dead.
The glimpse, they pull him back in. Static Storm down, and Old Chicken puts the exclamation point on it. Old Chicken.
Have you seen a good Winter's Curse this game?
There was the one that interrupted the fight. I don't remember.
The Queen of Pain glimpse near the mid-tier, like northwest of the mid-tier 1, that saved the Quap and gave Mineski 1 team fight win. But that's the thing, like Winter's Curse in this game is more of a reset tool than a kill tool.
Right, like even that Winter's Curse was good because it saved somebody's life. It wasn't good because it made a kill happen.
Yeah.
This game's donezo. Anti-Mage has a full fly, getting closer to level 25.
What does Morphling have? Tears in his eyes. Trying to make an MKB. It's a long distance away, though. So what Mineski has to do now is just try and shove these lanes out as often, frequently as they possibly can.
Yeah, but you're pushing against super creeps.
Yeah. And you've now got Keen in their next cycle of ultis, right? Tide Ravage is back up. They'll have Static Storm in like 20 seconds or so.
Tier 2 tower is going to fall as the creeps catch up to the pressure from the heroes. And next is coming high ground. BKB still a little ways away from that Queen of Pain. And you talked about the need for the Yules. You don't want to have to build it on the Quap, but you do sort of wonder if that fight in the Roche Pit might have gone a bit different if she had it.
Old Chicken don't care.
Oh, Ninja Boogie. Got caught sleeping there for a moment, and now Ajit switching back over. Old Chicken is godlike, and
he's 1v5ing him.
It does not matter. They jump forward, the stun, the Ravage is available if they want to take it. Febby jumps back into the fountain, and now Ajit gonna have his BKB working, but Old 11 finally throws out that Ravage. It's a little bit too early where it doesn't connect onto the Morph lane, but nonetheless, it's gonna be massive buybacks. The Lion also bought back in this instant. Ajit is eventually going to fall. So the Sonic Wave comes out, and, well, Old Chicken went pretty ham.
He wants to die. Aegis is gone in a couple of seconds.
Well, roll keeps him alive. Old Chicken, he's only halfway HP down.
Kidding, he's never gonna die.
And they get the Megas.
He really wanted to put his Wraith Band back in his inventory. That's why he needed the Aegis to go.
That's fair. Can't deny a man his Wraith Band. So, Mineski trying to hold out now against the Mega Creeps, but Keen Gaming do not feel at all concerned about this. A vacuum onto 3, there is no follow-up. And Old Chicken is just slowly walking from place to place to kill hero after hero, and GG is going to be called.
Foregone conclusion.
Yeah, Keen Gaming with the very nice lineup. you can see the difference the way these regions pick. China, more of a team fight oriented. We discussed about the Disruptor. That's what they love to pick. Disruptor managed to grab a lot of kills, a lot of those Static Storm, especially early on Queen of Pain. I'm surprised that she didn't go for something defensive. The old Scepter, it was a must. Even though Razor did not have that, the Road of Atos, the movement from both of the supports were there. They realized that they don't need to take a fight right now. They just need to farm on the anti-mage because that's their win condition. It was a really good anti-mage game from the start, especially the laning stage where they played against the Darkseer and Earth Spirit tri-lane at the start just to give him advantage. He gets himself to Ring of Health, and then he isn't really influenced by any rotations.
Yeah, they slayed all 3 lanes. There were some good moves from Mineski. Like, they executed decently. Yeah. They just never had the impetus to actually move forward with the draft they had.
Maybe they need to pick Enchantress. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back in just a second with game number 2. It is Keen Gaming versus Mineski. We'll see if anything changes or if it's going to be a quick 2-0 for Keen.
You